How's everybody doing? Everybody having a good evening? God, cigar chat is such a cringe. Just a cringe fest. Okay. So this is Dave on his upright camera phone. And he's cigar chatting. And apparently, what's the context for this one? Honestly, to Dave's feet. What? Dave speculates on Jake's parenting style. Until 21? For 20 minutes he talks about me? Like 15 minutes? Did you say until? From here to there? You are his muse. Wow.
You will save yourself a hell of a lot of heartache.
Wait, is this true?
Is actual Jake and the other enemies you are so obsessed with going to get mad at everything you do?
This is a good question. Jake, who is obsessed with Dave, will he get mad at everything Dave does? Okay. Mad is a strong word for how I feel about Dave. Confounded is a better word.
Yes, they are, because here's the problem. Or here's what they can't fathom.
Here's the problem.
I don't give a fuck.
It has the juice?
I don't give a fuck. Thanks for the 50 biddies. Dave, I believe that you give a fuck, or don't give a fuck, and I think that's exactly your problem. Yeah, I think that's the exact thing. I think you're too much of a pussy to give a fuck about anything, because if you were to hitch your horse to a genuine sort of vibe, I guess you were sending out, and it was to somehow backfire on you, people were to make fun of you, it would draw out your deep insecurities, and it would be a bad thing for you. I understand why you one strap it through life and you pretend to be an asshole and you just try to say like really fucked up shit all the time. I get it. I don't understand. I don't feel that, but I understand why you do it. You're running from the reality of yourself, and that's okay, man. But we could just love you, man. You should just let us love you.
That's the difference, Emily. I do not give a shit. I'm going to keep...
He can't even... I do not give a shit. Does that sound like a person who doesn't give a shit? It sounds like he's putting on a voice to even do it, man. I feel like you care a lot, Dave.
Cooking. I'm going to keep doing what I do.
I want you to keep doing what you do.
And they can, quite frankly, go fuck themselves.
Wait, do you think that I want you to stop cooking? When have I ever said that? Why are people so weird? What do you think? I'm not trying to get you deplatformed or tell you to do nothing. I'm not coming after your livelihood, Dave. I think you're a fascinating individual. You're just like an asshole for like no reason a lot of the time. And then you do this thing with the cooking show, which has some overlap with my interests. And I think, am I gonna bond with Dave? Are we gonna see eye to eye on something? Nope, because it's impossible for you to cook properly. Not even properly, like just competently. You have to cook like a fucking French Michelin star chef. Just cook like a guy. Just cook like a guy who knows what he's doing. That's all you gotta do, man. I don't know. Or you don't have to, but then you just can't tell other people that they're dog shit and that you're better than them. You either accept that you're the dog shit and you're projecting, or you actually become not dog shit. These are the two options. What does that sound? Is it raining out there? Sounds
or in actual Jake's case, fucking jerk off in the corner while his goddamn girlfriend gets fucked by some other dude.
What? Okay, I'm not a cuck. I'm not into it. It's not a fantasy of mine.
Have a fantastic day.
I am far more likely to be the cucker than the cuck. Flower Girl, thanks for going to Pirate King. No, that's not my thing. So what if I okay, no. I don't care. It doesn't matter. I don't give a fuck. I'm trying to do a thing where I don't interact with Dave in a way that's just like talking about how cool I am and how shitty he is. I don't want to do that.
Her name, as far as I know, was always Daisy.
Who, the dog? Daisy Lore? I can't see his chat, so not that he wouldn't show his chat.
Thank you, Wrathful Rancher.
It has to
Dave sure does love to think about Sarah getting fucked by someone other than you. Can't imagine why. Does he think he has an in? I think
Jake doesn't care, so I guess there's my in.
Can we talk about something? When you describe to people that you have like any openness in your relationship or that you're a sexual person or whatever, people sure do get comfy real quick. This may come as a shock. People do require rapport, even ones that are down to fuck. Not a lot of people seem to get that. Glip glopping. Anything else?
Grizzly Bear.
Grizzly Bear? Is he just talking about random shit now?
Does you say...
Okay, Dave, if you want people to watch these, why wouldn't you have the chat available? Newest? Why wouldn't you have, like, the live chat available? All right. Next one. I'm just going to move on. The context for this part of the chat is... After a stream of barely firing brain cells on gender roles, including NFL refs shouldn't be women because they'll get hurt, Dave sounds off about it. He feels about Jake posting the conversation. Posting the conversation. Didn't he say, first off, before I hear his take on it, he did say that I was a huge pussy for not keeping the VOD up, but we just nuked the VOD because I believe I said involuntary celibate stuff. The Flower Girl, again, thanks for giving a PK, dude. Appreciate it. You're going hard tonight. I appreciate you. What a cigar. No free screens, bitch.
If actual Jake becomes a dad, what kind of parenting style do you think he'll use?
This is a very interesting question. What kind of parenting style do you think I would use? For the record, I don't want to be a parent. That's it. Yeah, this is Dave. He's a walrus.
The let your kid get away with anything and absolutely no discipline and never actually question the fact if you're actually the dad of the child. Because again, this motherfucker admitted to me that he's just fine with...
Dave, I want you to know, okay, that I, a man, get to, like, an open relationship isn't just Sarah goes and has a bunch of sex with people. Like, she's in the house with me 99% of the year, dude. Like, but it also means that I get to as well, Dave. Do you know what this means? Dave, do you realize what this means? Do you understand the dynamic that is being drawn here? And I'm sorry, you'll never be invited to fuck my wife, Dave.
That has got to be... that has got to be top 10 in my entire time on YouTube. That has got to be just like, what the fuck? Are you fucking... What the fuck?
He's very confused about poly,
and especially since I'm a guy that you've identified as a misogynist and a sexist and a this and a that and all this other shit.
Yeah, what does that mean?
You're gonna sit there and openly admit to me that you let your girlfriend, you're just fine with her making out with other guys.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. And also, like, I like Like, we also together get to make out with other girls. Isn't that cool, Dave? Like, isn't that a cool thing? Don't you think that's cool? Like, you literally show it all the time. I thought it was cool. No? Okay. All right. He's very hung up on the other guys thing. I don't know how cuck. I'm not a cuck though. Like cucks. Can we talk about what that is? That is someone who enjoys, like they have a wife and they have the fantasy of she's subservient to him and he has the control of like letting other people fuck her against her will. Sometimes it's with her will, but like the fantasy of it is sort of a non-con situation, or it's a situation where she's like a dom and she's doing it and it's a humiliation thing for him. So yeah, that's not a thing I'm into. So it's like that's a valid kink. You can have that one. I'm sure there's people that want me to fuck their wife, but not really the other way around. He doesn't want women to go dancing with it. Right? It's like, usually it's a humiliation fetish, and oftentimes it's a race play thing in porn. Maybe that's why he's so worried about like. People who are like Dave, who don't have sex on an involuntary way, they're just not allowed. No one lets them. They always call back to like really racist tropes of like, God, I'm trying to think of the name. It's the Chad, Stacy, and then what's a black guy but a Chad? Fucking Tyrone. He's like worried about like other dudes fucking people and being like better than him. It's like so weird. That is not the relationship or lifestyle we live. It's valid if that is the relationship and lifestyle that any of you want to have. That's not what we got going on. I'm sorry that your opinion on how the relationship works is like that in your head. Mostly the relationship that Sarah and I have is she's my sweet baby and I'm daddy, and that's it.
Again,
the question was not, Jake, do you watch Sarah make out and fuck dudes in your marital bed? He asked if I was okay if she would go dancing with people. I was like, yeah, I don't care. And then he asked if I would date a single mom. I was like, I don't care. What if she had 3 kids? She had 2 kids. She had 3. Like, I don't know. Everything he said was just crazy. He was just, he's incredibly insecure on my behalf, which is very cute, Dave. Age play? No, it's not really age play for me, but yeah, some people are into that.
Any fucking woman I know.
Any woman I know.
If they have a boyfriend or not.
Do you know a lot of them?
There'd be a fight if I did that.
A fight if you did what? You won't get to do anything. What? What do you mean if you did that? Because you suck. No one would agree to let you near someone they love. What? Wait, how do you think cucking works? How does he think kink works? Dave, it would be a consent-based thing, so you would be invited. Okay, let's say, hypothetical. Let's say I was the cuck you believe I am, and let's say I did want you to fuck Sarah. I would never let you do it. Ever. It would be against my consent. Like it just wouldn't happen. You're not a safe person, Dave. This is the reason people don't fuck, by the way. You're not a safe person to be naked and fucking with. Like, that's it. It's the whole thing. Unattractive is part of that, but that's not really what's going on. Unattractive people fuck constantly. Literally, there are unattractive sluts everywhere. And, it's never stopped them. Because what makes someone unattractive, it turns out, isn't actually just their fucking face and body. It's the personality mostly. Most people, even there's a phenomenon that happens with people, and it's not just people who are like, Demi or whatever. People get more attractive the more you get to know them, for the most part. Like, if you're not in a platonic relationship. But, like, they're just more attractive because that's just how attraction works. We like people, and it makes us, you know, appreciate certain aspects of them that you wouldn't normally appreciate. Oh. Didn't he also have some weird double standards that if Sarah sleeps with other women, then it's fine, but just no sleeping with other dudes? Yeah, I don't know. It's very strange. Sarah's bi, by the way. Anyway. I don't understand how his brain is like wrapped up in what Sarah's doing, and he has no no care of what we do together or I do alone. Like, it's just about what Sarah does. Very, very interesting. It's strange to me that he thinks that he's like, he said scoffingly that I have identified him as a sexist and a misogynist or whatever. Like, I mean, not really. You sort of identified yourself for the rest of us. Sapporo feels good, man. Thanks for following, dude.
Like, there's going to be a fight. Or I'm going to be in a situation where I don't want to be in.
He literally tried to hit on me that night. What a fucking slug. What a down bad loser.
Like in a devil's three-way.
In a devil's
which I don't want to have.
I don't. It'd be gay. Yeah, what'd he say? How did he hit on you? I don't remember. I wasn't in the chat. He'd say, hey, honey.
Hey, sugar tits. Devil's three-way.
Do I think No, it won't, but it'll be... I don't think the whole trans thing is going to fade. It'll just be relegated to its proper place.
The trans
Do I think
thing?
China will go after Taiwan? No.
The trans thing? Proper place? The proper place is ubiquity. That's the proper place of trans people. Ubiquity. So normal, you fucking blind to it. That's the proper place. He was like, just a minute, you think I'm hotter than Jake, honey, or something? All right. Hold on, wait. I shouldn't take him off the screen for this. I should let him look. Who's hotter? Who's hotter, chat? Look, I'm not a guy that has a lot of vanity. Ask Sarah. I'm under no illusions. And who's the hottie when me and Dave share a room? It's me.
If they do, they lose their food.
I don't know, you smell better without having a test? Everyone says I smell good, dude. It must be true. And not like... I don't wear a lot of, like, cologne or anything. Like, just my fucking musk. My musk, chat.
Is there anything that went woke and is not hurting? At the moment, right now, no. Everything that went woke is seemingly going broke.
I just watched 4 seasons. Does he? I watched 4 seasons of what they do in the shadows with Sarah over the course of like 2 weeks. Pretty much anything Taika Waititi touches right now is gold. He's so fucking drunk. I don't know, man. Going woke and going broke. This is just like obviously untrue. Gina Carano's movie made $800, bro. Like Hassan, right? $804, my bad, dude. Sorry, Gina. Jake seems to be doing okay. Only if you subscribe immediately, chat. Apparently last month we had a big explosion of subs, so he dropped a bunch overnight. I was literally about to say that, Sarah. Riveting content. He's just sitting here drinking a bud on his wet gloop porch. It's not even raining. That's just the sound his porch makes. It's just gloop.
Our beer's getting low and I'm getting cold.
So I'm only going to stay out here for 20 minutes, 25 more minutes.
So if you got questions, I'd start racking them in.
Racking them. Let's scrub.
I seen the Bad Batch. No, in the 90s, Metallica. Because in the I think somewhere in that out. But of note was Osborne. In the 90s, the fucking Smashing Pumpkins. Have I ever shaved my head? I've never shaved my head.
Oh, I thought it was
And
to say
I've
ass.
kept my hair at various lengths for probably the last 20 years. It's always been long.
Get rid of it. It's time.
But differing shades of long. In fact, one time I got it cut way too short, and I almost looked like a fucking girl.
Short made him look like a girl. What a cutie, dude. If you're not gonna do it, don't do this like middle part thing. It's like it's just a weird look. Honestly, if you just let that shit grow out, or you put it in like a tail, but you gotta like keep it clean or something. I don't know, man. You gotta like do something with the beard. Like you gotta look a little put together if you're gonna roll with this, or you gotta be approachable and cozy. St. Henry, tier 2 into. Thanks for 13 months. I appreciate it, chat. I feel like this can't be true. No, you had momentum back in the day, but not now. He has to not be a gross misogynist to be attractive at all. Well, that's what I mean. Like this guy. Look at him. Look at his smile. Imagine he's the nicest guy you ever met. I'd hug him. After he took a shower.
Little schoolgirl haircut. Have I seen the menu? No, I don't. Theme where me and the rest of your fans will share confessions next time, and you respond.
Confessions?
Maybe I could do that, Emily.
Confessions, huh? Okay. All right, let's see what we got.
Changed your perspective. It was that fucking debate with Jake. I was pointing to a moment in my life where it was like, what changed? What changed?
Let me go to the beginning.
I don't get it. I mean, I'm sorry, but if I had to point to a moment in my life where it was like, what changed your perspective? It was that fucking debate with Jake.
I'm in his head.
When he literally sits there and openly admits like it's not a big deal that he lets his girlfriend, he's fine with his girlfriend making out with other dudes.
Holy shit.
Like, what the fuck?
He's so...
And I've linked the actual debate. He posted it. That's the fucked up thing. He didn't try to bury it. He thought I lost.
Yeah.
What the fuck has happened to my gender?
My gender? What?
Like, seriously, men, what the fuck?
What do you mean? Can we just say, like, officially, I'm genuinely more masculine than Dave. Like, can we just talk about that for a second? A 30-minute talk with you destroyed his entire worldview, apparently. Like, I don't think anyone's, like confused my gender. What? Dave, I don't know how to make this clear to you, bro. You can do whatever you want in life. You can do whatever you want, okay? Live your life in the happiest way you can. But like when other people do stuff that you're not into, it's absolutely valid that you're not comfortable with being in an open relationship. Monogamy is fine, Dave. I'm going to be nice. No, I'm going to be nice. When you grow up and you meet a wife, you meet a, because they give you a wife. Like, here's your wife. When you get your wife in the mail, you're going to find that you still maintain attraction to other people. Surprise. You may not love other people that way, but you still maintain attraction. And sometimes those people are your friends, Dave. I'm going to explain polyamory to Dave. Okay, so when you love someone very much and you have a deep and resonant connection with someone, it becomes very natural just to be yourself. And it seems very unnatural to... I have been in relationships where you just sort of suppress genuine, honest feelings you have about other people. And it just seems silly to do. I understand why some people aren't into it. It's not like I'm out here trying to date or anything. Neither is Sarah. There's no relationships really happening here. There's like friendships that exist. Like, that's it. It's not a big deal. I don't know. Sometimes you're attracted to somebody else, and sometimes they share an attraction with you. I understand that maybe it's a big deal when someone is attracted to you, but for me, I'm beating them off with sticks, okay? Beating them off with sticks, so I have to be a little selective, and so sometimes people are selected, and that's it. And same with everybody else who's in an open relationship, essentially. Some people do polycule stuff. Maybe that's down the line for us, but probably not. I'm not. I mean, I'm straight. She's bi. It'd have to be a girl. So it'd have to be, or a femme person. It had to be a very specific situation for that to work out for us. We live pretty harmoniously, and to fuck up that harmony would be annoying and something I wouldn't want to do. But who knows? Yeah. Anyway, sex and living together. And sometimes the people you fuck are the kind of people you'd not want to live with. Facts. Facts. Straight leftists. Yeah. Let me get this out of your system right now, Lead Vitamin. Everyone's sexuality is valid, including my own. So there's your first taste of that shit.
What have you been doing?
What do you mean? What does he think a threesome is? Like, literally, what does he think a threesome is? It's just so weird. Like, women are worthless, so if they touch each other, they aren't tainting themselves. I don't know, Dave. Maybe only one of us is built to deal out enough pleasure.
Do you think it's attractive to women to be like, oh, I don't care if you go make out with that fucker?
Here's the thing. Two-part answer. Number one, I don't give a fuck if it's attractive to women. Because I'm a fucking alpha. I genuinely don't care if what I do is attractive to women. Because that's like the secret. There's fuck boys that do care a lot. There's people that care what they look like. That's totally different. Caring what you look like and wanting and taking dignity in your vibe, that's great. If your motivation is solely based on attracting a mate, I believe it's entirely misplaced. Every interaction you have with a person is platonic until it isn't. Okay? And that's my go-to. I don't give a fuck if women find me attractive. Not really. I only care if it's if I essentially mistake a vibe, which I have never done, because I'm pretty choosy about how I respond to people in that way. So, two-part answer to that is yes, they find it attractive. I don't give a fuck, but yeah, a lot of women find it attractive. It is what it is. It's confidence, Dave. It's just confidence. It's not about pissing on somebody and claiming them. And although some people are into that, and frankly, like, let's be real, okay? Anybody, if I had like a relationship with anybody, okay, if I had anything more than casual with somebody at this point, it would only be because I put a collar on them, Dave. Do you even know what that means, Dave? You know what I mean? Like if I had anything other than a casual thing with somebody else, it would be because it was a kink thing and it wasn't romantic. It would be part of a sex thing. It'd be I don't know how to describe it to you. I don't really have to. I'd like to describe it because I like talking about my relationship, okay? Sarah and I just really fucking love each other. I don't know how to describe it any other way than that. I could try to give you words and flowery fucking things. It is what it is. We just really fucking love each other. And so there's like, it's really hard for me to feel like, I don't even know. it's selfish if either of us keep us from spending any time at all away from each other. Because we spend a lot of time with each other. And so it's like, it just feels wrong to my ethos and to her ethos. We're not, if you need the security, I guess, of somebody else not allowed to flirt with anybody else or express their attraction to somebody else or have consensual interactions with them, I don't get it. I disagree with it wholesale, but it's a feeling that you can't control. I think it's inferior because here's what happens to your life when you break out of that, okay? First off, you're happy. Second off, like, it takes so much communication to build up to that point that your relationship is so fucking good that it, like, I really, some people jump into what they think is polyamory, and really it's just, you know, you stop communicating and you go and sneak around. You're out late at night all the time and you're off hooking up constantly and stuff. And it's just like a permission to be a piece of shit partner instead of, like, you know, caring about the sexual well-being of the other person, caring about their mental well-being, spending quality time together. Like, there's lots of ways to do it, but some people do it wrong for sure. Maybe that's what you're thinking of. Maybe you're thinking of hookup culture, and maybe there's like a bitterness when it comes to not being able to get like people attracted to you in general, and you're like, now this guy has multiple people attracted to him, and he gets to act on it, and I'm annoyed by that. Like, Just strange. I genuinely don't know how to communicate this to you in any other way, Dave. If you think you can handle it, you quit the last conversation. I'm happy to have you back to talk about this, if you need that, or anything else. Yeah, it's codependent. It's controlling. Imagine this. I sit at home and hang out with the boys. Sarah wants to go out and hang out with the girls. We are open, but neither of us is currently seeking anything. We're just seeking platonic relationships with our friends. She goes out, dances, has some drinks, and on the dance floor, during a dance, she dances with a man. Because it's whatever, you're dancing, and that's what happens when you dance. And then she comes home at the end of the night, and then we fuck. Did I fuck that man too? That's the question I want to ask. If she danced with a man for the duration of, I don't know, 3.5 minutes, your average song, am I fucking him now? Is that how you see it? Like, is she just fucking ruined and you're mad and you're shaking and you're crying and you're like, I can't believe it, and you're like, you're clicking the light on when she walks in at 12:30, 2:30 in the morning. She's an adult. You click the light on, you're like, where have you been? And she's like, I was out dancing with my friends like I communicated to you when I walked out the door. Love you, honey. Happy to see you. And you're like, no! You were dancing with men! And because you saw on social media that she, like, posted dancing with the people, and there's a guy there. And you're like, fucking mad. So you would just, like, your life would implode. You'd shit and cry. That doesn't sound like a happy, healthy person to me. Like, you could be, like, very confused as why that doesn't bother me at all, but that sounds like a boy. That doesn't sound like a person who's had many relationships in their life, if any. Maybe one when you were young and better as a person and in better shape, and your life hadn't got bogged down by so much of your bullshit. Maybe you've had a relationship or two in the past. Like, you're not a meek personality. At least there's that. You got that going for you, buddy. I don't know what to tell him, man. Like, why do you have that reaction? What are you worried about? Because she just walked in the door to be with you. What are you worried about? I'm so confused. Now, what if, here's a situation. What if instead of just hanging out with the boys, when she goes out and hangs out with the girls and dances with a guy, I have a girl come over and we fuck while she's gone, and then she leaves, and then she comes back home from the club after dancing with the guy. Who's wrong there? Who's more tainted? Okay, what if we both go to different clubs and we both dance with people of the opposite sex? Who's more tainted? What if we both go to the clubs and she dances with a guy, but I get a blowjob at the club from a lady? Who's more tainted then? Is it like one extra base? They have to do like one more thing, or they are already starting a little bit more impure than me? Make it make sense, Dave. Make it make a little sense, poggers. Thank you.
I'll just be a little cuck in the corner.
I don't
Do you think
understand.
that's fucking attractive?
If some lady wants to experience a cuck fantasy, I will have to be doing the fucking. I'm really not into I'm like, I don't know how to describe it. My sexual predilections don't include getting sexually aroused by shame, Dave. They do. I do like administering shame, however. And so that sounds like an appealing situation to me. I'm not going to lie. I prefer if he waited jack off in the corner, but, it's whatever. Does he think you watch me have sex with other people? Does he think you watch me have sex with other people? I don't know. Maybe. I don't. Nor does she watch me. Blind idiot God, thanks for subscribing. Everyone do that. Do that too. That's why it's a thing. Yeah, it's the thing because some people are into it. And so, yeah, that's not the scenario, Dave. The actual scenario is we have attractions to other people. Most cucks don't watch, by the way. Of course not. Some cucks want you to report back. It's also valid. Totally a valid thing.
I don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't get where their fucking mindset is.
Mm-hmm. We just fuck a lot of each other. Like, we really just fuck each other, mostly. Like, 99.9% of the time. Hell yeah.
I mean,
the saga.
And to be
what?
I don't get it.
He's uncomfortable about he's so uncomfortable. There's a bit of this in there that sounds embarrassed by the topic. Do you feel that as well, chat? He's like holding the phone away from him. His body language is weird. He can't even look into the camera. He's stammering. I'm just saying, you sound a little worked up about this in a way that maybe hits home. Were you cheated on, Dave? Dave? It happens, dude. It makes sense. Being cheated on sucks. Do you know what being cheating on? Did you know that even though we're in an open relationship, Sarah could cheat on me? And I could cheat on her? If we had express like no-goes and we did the bad things, whatever that might be. Like, you set boundaries in these relationships, and you realize that's the thing. So like how you frame cheating is very strange. You do it like literally dancing at the club platonically with a person of the opposite sex is cheating to you. That's fucking insane to me. He thinks he has his chance to surpass Jake in manliness. I don't know. No partners who shit talk the other partner. Yep.
When did this fucking happen?
Wonder what happened.
When did this happen?
Sky comment, thanks for 50 biddies. I'm monogamous, can't do poly. I tried. I dated a poly guy. We tried, didn't work. Well, yeah. Usually it's because you got to work on your jealousy issues.
Where my gender is now just a bunch of pathetic fucking losers.
I don't know what's the pathetic part of being able to fuck multiple people, like with permission and sometimes participation. Like, hello, what's pathetic about that? I'm genuinely confused. This is like, I think he's pissed off that I'm living the dream, bro. Like, what? Chat, I don't know how he's doing. Dave, you realize that I could tell her to come in here on her knees and she would do it, right? She wants me to. I'm not going to, though. Stay in your office. I can get banned. I turn the stream off. Like, I just don't understand how... Painting my nails anyway? Oh, good. I just don't understand how he thinks this is an L. Sarah hasn't been under the desk during a stream. I wouldn't be able to hide it.
And fuck Andrew Tate.
What?
It shouldn't be just him.
What? What are we talking about? Why are we talking about Andrew Tate?
And honestly, again, Andrew Tate
Dude, can you imagine being this guy's fucking neighbor and he's just screaming in the backyard?
says a lot of stupid fucking bullshit.
Yeah, Andrew Tate does say dumb things. What?
But seriously, it shouldn't take a fucking Andrew Tate, some jackass who runs a cam girl business and is a kickboxing champion. By the way, the least popular of all the fucking combat sports.
What?
So we know what type of competitor he is. I guarantee if Andrew Tate stepped in the UFC, he'd get his fucking head kicked off.
Why are we talking about Andrew Tate? Did I miss context? Maybe it was context earlier? He just totally flipped.
It has to do.
He's on
But again-
gender roles now. I found another clip in the rent-free mix. This one's on speculation on your cuck relationship dynamics and why you'd let it happen. Thank you for the 100 biddies as well. Why?
He's the biggest of them all. Phoenix, the reason that I keep bringing it up is Jake basically outed himself in our debates, and he basically says that he lets his girl cuck him. Now, you're not a straight man, so you wouldn't understand this, but that's like literally the worst thing you can admit.
What? Again, no, I didn't. But also, no, it's not?
Is that you let your girl do shit with other dudes. I mean, my jaw was on the floor when he admitted that he let his girl. He would be fine with his girl making out.
Don't care.
With other dudes.
Don't care.
Like, okay, you're in a lesbian relationship. Would you be fine with your girl making out with some guy?
Oh, talking to the chatter.
And look, I'm not saying their relationship is wrong or whatever, but I'm just saying he's a fucking pussy.
Okay, next time I have a threesome, I'm telling Dave. I'm literally just making a video about it. It's not true. Next time that happens, though, he is going to know about it. Why? Why is he so upset? It's so weird. Okay. Just fucked. Sorry. My dick's too fat for one woman. Anyway, that's it. That's. I really didn't know. Why did he hear cuck? Why did he hear that? He talks about women's value as if he's had financial investment he intends to resell. Like, a partner isn't a good resell. There's no market value. Especially, hey man, if you're vanilla and I look, I don't associate sex with a lot of emotion at this point unless I'm fucking Sarah. You know, it's just, it is what it is.